What's up, YouTube? It's Hector from Not2Nerdy, and we got
George.
Yeah, it's great. We got
from the world.
From the world. Yo, we got to think of something. G Dubs.
Coogee hat. Coogee hat 01.
That doesn't even sound right, but okay.
COO.
G Dubs. G Dubs. G Dubs. Salute.
GB3.
So, as you notice, look at her little, holders. What do you call them again?
Koozies, beer cozies.
Oh, okay.
Beer
well,
cozies.
Yeah, mine's Darth Vader, and he got a droid. So, we're not promoting any beer or anything. Of course, drink responsibly, stuff like that. So, look. Anyway, so
Salad.
All right, let's go straight into our podcast today. So we do have, it's not a long podcast, so don't worry about that. So we're trying to test this out, see if the streaming's okay. It's going to be a little bit different. Hopefully the quality's a lot better than last week. I still got a lot more adjustments to do, but we'll work on that throughout time. So first topic for this week. Now, in case you guys are new to the channel, definitely like, subscribe. If you have not seen our first podcast, it was a little rough. It is all right. The podcast itself is good, but the quality wasn't too great. But like I said, we're working on that right now. It was about Batman v whatever. It was crap.
My mom thought I was
By the way, did you see any of that one skit that like they had all these enemies of Batman? Like, all of them. They all were, Batman's attacking and beating him up, and all of them just said, like, it was like, but what about my mom, Martha? They all just stopped and said, Martha. And, like, you see every single time Batman's about to punch him again, he stopped, and, like, he let the person go. Like, that's the code word. Like, the one guy, like, just said, he told everyone else, like, all you have to say is Martha. You say Martha, Batman will stop and let you go. So... that's a moral story right there.
Oh, that's awesome.
But okay.
I wish I had seen that.
All right. So one of the topics for this week that's a pretty good topic is, what is your first video game memory? So you could go first.
Ooh.
Like, the first thing that you could think of when you're first introduced to video games. What was your first memory of video games?
I've got two. I mean, I know that's physically impossible. You can't have two first memories, but
exactly. So let's go with the first memory.
The very first one is back.
So you just got beer up my nose, but continue.
Awesome. It was like maybe 1 or 2 years ago when I first started playing video. I'm just kidding. When I was a little kid. Like all of my friends had video games, but of course, like me and my brother, we didn't have one. This was before my sister was even born. But yeah, we used to go to the city in Manhattan to go hang out with our uncle and our aunt and our cousins. And he had regular Nintendo and NES. And we walk in there one day and we see him playing. What was he playing? He was actually playing Tetris. He was playing Tetris, and we were like, "Oh, Snow, what is that?" He's like, "So Nintendo." And like, "Yeah, we got it. Do you want to play?" Like, "Yeah, sure." All right, cool. So we get on, and then he's like, "No, we're not gonna play. No, we're not gonna play Tetris. This is like, we're gonna play. It's called Bubble Bobble, featuring these two little dinosaurs. They literally blow bubbles, and that's how they help save the world." And like that game I never actually beat, but this particular one, and like two brothers, two dinosaurs, they were awesome. I liked the parallel I drew between me and my brother. They're looking after each other. They go from level to level, just playing video games, and just from that point on, we were hooked. Like every weekend, we always said, "Mom, can we go to Willie's house? Mom, can we go to Willie's house? Mom, can we go to Willie's house?" Eventually, when Sega Genesis came out, Sonic 2. Every time, if we couldn't go that weekend, we bawled our eyes out.
You Tails or Sonic?
I was Tails, honestly. I was all about Tails.
I mean, you're still all about Tails. Not much has changed.
I'm a boob guy.
Oh, I forgot about that. Anyway, G rated.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with. Never mind.
So was that your memory?
Yes, that is my first. That's my first memory. that was my first time playing video games was at somebody else's house. Like all my friends at school passing around like, oh, that's the new game. They would bring the cartridge to school, and I always thought somebody must have like a console in their backpack or something like that, because even at that young age, it didn't make any sense for somebody to bring the game to school. And then I'd always ask, because I wanted to be cool too. I'm like, so, oh wait, can I hold it? Can I hold it? Can I see it? That was the big thing we always said. Can I see it? Yo, can I see it? Can I see it? And then what was the answer? Oh, it's not mine, so I can't touch it. Like, oh, it's not mine. It's not mine. So
funny thing is, like, that's pretty much like my story. Like, it's always some cousin or some relative, or sometimes that one rich friend that like has everything. Like, you always, that's where the first experience usually comes from. Because like for me, he wasn't really cousin, but he was like one of those people that are so close to family, it's sort of like a cousin type thing. And this guy Eddie, like, I'll never forget, like, he had every like NES game, like the games that they came out at that time, he had them all, and he was like the wizard with it, because he was like, I was like, oh man, I want to play games like him. Like, that was the first time I was introduced, and he's playing Mario Brothers, and he literally beat the whole game while I was there. I'm talking about the original Mario Brothers, just beat the whole thing while I was there, every level, not the warps. Like every
while you
level.
were sitting there?
While I was there, because we were there for New Year's. So we were there
okay.
New Year's Eve, and we were there the whole night because, parents and everything get ready for New Year's.
You didn't have champagne?
I don't think so. I think I was really young for that, but I was hooked in this thing. I was watching him play, and I was like so excited. He let me try a couple times, and I died. And then like I finally learned certain things like how to play and stuff like that. I learned all like the secrets. And then after he beat the game, he went back to show me that you could go to different warps and stuff to skip levels. Mm-hmm. And I thought I was fascinated about that. And I was like, man, like this is really exciting. You got a game over here that it's pretty cool. It looks awesome. And then you're telling me now there's secrets in the game. Like, it's like, whoa, there's things that not everyone knows about. And I thought like, hey, this is something that's pretty cool. Like, I can't wait to experience more about games like this. And then that was my first experience with the game. And like, of course, the game that I fell in love with in NES at first was the Super Mario Brothers 3. I thought that was the best Mario Brothers game ever. I know people would say Super Mario Brothers World. I think you're the person likes Mario World better.
I'm a big fan of Super Mario World.
Super Mario Brothers 3, man. It was always about Super Mario Brothers 3 with me. I think that looks the best.
Part 3 though is definitely where it's at. Like, I love the thought, because like one similarity between the two is you can choose where you want to go. Like after you beat something, you can always go back. I love the idea of going around. Sure, you can skip ahead a couple levels. You think you're the man, but then it's like, oh no, not here. You want to get past this, or you gotta fly, or you need a key.
The reason why it's all about number 3, that number, the one suit number 4, or Super Mario Brothers World is missing, is
the Tanuki suit.
And that's what made that's like the best suit there is. Like, I feel like that's the best suit. Now the cape is cool, but let's be realistic.
Cape is boss.
The cape is cool, but come on, boss. Man. Like, let's be realistic. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my first memory, stuff like that. So not bad.
You reminded me of with that whole secrets thing. So not long after we played Bubble Bobble, and then like this one other space game, and Marble Madness. What's with Marble Madness? Yeah. Contra.
Were you good at Marble Madness?
I got pretty good.
See, it was challenging.
That was one of the hardest games you'd ever played. But
did you play Marble Madness on the console only, NES?
That was the only one.
You never played arcade, have you?
No.
Arcade is where it's at, because the arcade actually had the trackball, and you actually like move it like this, and you move around, and that game is made for a trackball. Now they did a great job for that game. I believe Mark Cerny is the one that created that game. Mark Cerny is the guy the same guy that for he helped create the PlayStation 4.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, so Mark Cerny is like he's well known, but he also I believe that was like his first game. Quote me if I'm wrong, or correct me if I'm wrong down in the bottom. But I'm pretty sure Mark Cerny is the one who created that. I mean, yeah. So that game was pretty cool, the trackball and stuff like that. But they did an impressive job, because you did control it for the most part. I just felt like with the trackball, it was a lot it just felt right with trackball because that's the whole thing. The way the movement they're trying to do. But I mean, for NES game, like the elevation, the height, and everything, the way they made it look, they did a pretty good job for what they had. So
I agree. So, but yeah, so after all of that, my cousin gets this new game. Like, yo, you gotta play this new game. What is it? What is it? Really? Contra. Yes. And then, of course, you could play, by yourself, or you could play cooperatively. So I could never let him play by himself. It was always like, no, you gotta let me come in. You gotta let me come in. So he'd always lead, and I'd always follow. And after he took him forever to beat the game. I didn't help him at all. Then I come back and he's like, yo, you gotta check this out. There's a code. Like, what do you mean a code? What's a code? What you gotta do? You gotta do it really quickly. Everybody say it with me. Up, down, left, right, A, B, start.
You know the best thing I ever saw? We went down to, Jersey Shore. I actually saw a girl that had a t-shirt that said the code on it.
Get out of here. Never mind.
And it said, below the code, it said, find out. It said, find out what the code is for.
Oh, shout out to the Jersey man.
But, like, it's cool because, like, on the back, it's like Konami, so... Like, so I mean, like, it was.
Did it say Konami or? Never mind.
Maybe it said Puna. No, anyway, all right. So
I was gonna say, come on me.
Oh, okay. No, Konami. Come on now. G-rated. But so yeah, I mean, that was pretty good memories. Like, I mean, that's all it's all about. Especially video games in the past. Like, that's what all. Our generation started with. We started with those types of games. The NES, pretty much the ending of the NES.
My first Game Boy. My very first console was a Game Boy. My brother and I, of course, because we were so close in age, we couldn't, one of us couldn't have just one thing. So our mom, we went away for a summer vacation, go down to South Carolina. All right, I got a surprise for you guys. All right, and we always drove to South Carolina, 12 hours, beautiful. So she hands us both boxes. What are these? I mean, what are those? Excuse me.
What are those?
We both open it. Because the big thing, in our household at the time anyway was I could swear like my parents never had money, or at least my mom. It was always like, can we go to McDonald's? No money. Can we get a new video game? No money. Can we get cable at least? No money. and then what I always say? Can we go to the bank? Because I knew that there's money that came out of the bank. That's what I thought it was for. And she said it doesn't work like that. What do you mean? I've seen you type in numbers and money comes out. So, but she hands us these things. All we had at the time was Tetris. That's when I got into Tetris. Not on the NES, on the Game Boy. 12 hours straight. And that battery lasted all summer. Well, it's 4 batteries, but those batteries lasted all summer long. June to September.
It's just like the Game Gear battery lasts all hour.
like he is not lying.
All hour.
Until you discover that the power cord for the Sega Genesis you could plug right into the back of the Game Gear.
Yes, and that's also how you burned out the speakers.
I didn't know that.
Because they overcharged it and it actually fries the speakers. That's why a lot of those Game Gears, like the sound is gone. Like the one I actually picked up at the garage sale, I had to replace the little sound inside of it, the speakers in it, which you could get really cheap from things probably China, like parts, something like that. I got it for like $3 with shipping from China.
You just like Google little speaker from the Game Gear?
Well, I actually Googled
how you found
the speakers that they use to replace the speakers, and from there it showed me like what it was, the whatever the name was, the model, and then from there I just copy pasted that. I think I got it on Amazon, and then it was on eBay. So I copy paste on eBay, and it showed up right there. And actually said
Amazon's gonna have it for reduced price tomorrow.
So yeah, it worked out. All right, so next topic is what movies or movies are you excited for? For this summer. I guess starting now or starting next month is pretty much May is pretty much considered
Summer
the start
season.
of the summer for summer movies. So what movie or movies are you waiting for?
Oh, naturally, Civil War, Captain America: Civil War. I can't that's coming out. I was just thinking. I wanted to ask you. We need to pre-order tickets for that.
We definitely will. Like that's a must see opening weekend.
Mm-hmm.
That's something we'll definitely do a review of that here. On this podcast, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
X-Men also. I want to see that X-Men movie.
Yes.
I gotta see Apocalypse to see if it's gonna be good or not. I think it's gonna be good.
Amazing.
I think it's gonna be good. I really think it's gonna be good. Some people criticize the way Apocalypse looks, but you know what? I think
he looked legit.
he looked legit. I don't think anything looks bad in the movie. I think it's gonna be good. I enjoy the X-Men movies, and I enjoyed like the newer ones too, like with X-Men First Class, and like since they did that, and like the last X-Men, which was what was it again?
Oh gosh, David, not the First Class, the one with where Wolverine went back in time, Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part in that movie? My favorite was when you see Quicksilver and all of a sudden time slows down.
Quicksilver is actually having another role in this movie. So like he's in this movie, and I think he's having a bigger role. Yeah. I think they just added that because keep in mind they were trying to start they wrote the story, I believe, and they went back to add more parts for Quicksilver because he became a fan favorite. And it's funny because his scenes were so short in the first movie that he was in, but yet people loved it.
Because it takes a while for the camera to catch up to him.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But those are movies I'm definitely excited for. And I mean, I'm sure there's more, but like Independence Day.
Forgot about that.
I almost forgot. Independence Day is another movie that I'm actually excited for. It sucks Will Smith's not in it, but you know what? That's his loss. I think this might still be good without Will Smith.
Resurgence. Okay. I'm actually maybe not everybody, but I'm kind of looking forward to taking it back to the '80s with the second Ninja Turtles movie and Ghostbusters. I'll admit that with Ninja Turtles. The first one...
Ghostbusters, no. Like, I'll start Ghostbusters, no. Like, and I'm not saying... Let me get to why Ghostbusters real quick. I'm not saying because the all-female cast, even though partially...
Oh, thank goodness. I was about to call you sexist.
Here's the reason why I'm going to say the female cast becomes a problem in this sense. It's not even a female cast. I would have liked to see all-female cast if they did it their way. The problem is... They try to copy off the original Ghostbusters, throwing in female cast. They even had the same type of characters. Like one's like Egon.
That's the point.
That's not the point. They even said that they're not related to the original Ghostbusters. They're not in the same universe. All that stuff is not the same thing. They said that. Well, they said it's not going to be the same exact thing. It's a completely different story. If it's a completely different story and it has nothing to do with the men actors, why are you put in the entire movie? Because then, like, for example, right? I forgot the one actress name, the one black girl, right? Why is she the one black girl in the movie? Why did she have to be like? Why couldn't it have two black people in the movie? Why did it have to be exactly the same? Why did one girl that's like the smart one look exactly like Egon? Like, why did they have to do everything the same exact way?
Parallel universe.
It's just like, to me, it's like, why did they do that if they're trying to separate themselves from the original movie?
The thing that did bother me about it, though, about like when I saw the preview the first time, I was like, I remember having this look on my face the entire time.
Yeah, I just do. And not the neon color ghost.
Yeah, that was a little...
It looked like that movie, wacky. Eddie Murphy, with the haunted house. What is it? Do you remember that ride? It used to be a Disney ride with like the mansion, haunted mansion.
Tower of Terror?
No, I don't remember what it was. It was a movie that Eddie Murphy was in a while ago, and he had it was like neon ghosts everywhere, and it looks exactly like those special effects that was like 10 years ago. Like, I don't understand why they're doing it.
Somebody let me know what movie that was.
Right.
The thing, like I said, the thing that bothered me about it was I thought like, all right, there was literally 50% of me really wants to see.
Someone said something that I almost forgot. I'll tell you in a second. Like the '90s guy just commented and said something that I totally agree with. But continue yours, and I'll tell you afterwards.
50% of me really wants to see it. The other 50% of me was like, what the WTF? What the fuck?
I can't. That's an instant DVD movie for me, or Netflix movie, whatever.
I see this. So I don't remember the black chick's name either, but I see her, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. They got a black chick to do, to do the dude. What was his name? Winston. So but then they went like straight up typical black girl ghetto with it at one point. Like she's like choking somebody outside the window instead. Why you gotta be all like this? I wish I could remember the line, but I was like, are you serious?
She literally slapped the ghost out of her. Like, come on, man. Like, it's done. I don't even want to talk about it. We're done.
It reminded me of that whole. Y'all saw that Donald Trump video where he got those two ladies during one of those earlier rallies.
What?
Don't you know exactly what I'm talking about? I don't remember where it was.
Why are we bringing? All right, Donald Trump is not coming into this conversation right now. What?
Yes, he is. He just did. It just happened, America.
Okay, all right, okay. There goes George making America great again. Okay, so,
so like I said, the Ghostbusters and Ninja Turtles. I'm really curious.
See, the Ninja Turtles. Here's the thing.
The second one does look better than the first one, but I said that about the first one.
I say the reason why they added Bebop, Rocksteady, yeah. Krang is supposed to be in there.
Rocksteady.
Yeah, Rocksteady.
You have a great accent, man.
It's a Jersey accent. It's a Jersey thing. Anyway. But, yeah, so Krang is supposed to be in this movie. Mm-hmm. So that's a plus. So they're getting the characters that people ask for. So we'll see.
Baxter
They got the vehicle. You know what I mean? They got the van and they got shooting
sewer covers
for once. Just like I think I had that toy when I was younger.
I had that. Me and Scott had that toy.
I was shooting people until I got in trouble. I was in timeout for a while, but it really was a timeout. I'm just saying that to you guys. There is no timeout. we don't get timeout. Like we get timeout to cool off. Anyway, but yeah. So what the '90s guy said in the comments though is a pretty good one too. The Suicide Squad. I think Suicide Squad is going to be the movie that everyone thought Batman v Superman was, because Batman v Superman is up in there. It's coin flip, right? Some people liked, some people didn't. I was one of the people that didn't like it. In a sense, I thought it had the best action scenes. So if you saw our last podcast, I stated that I thought it had the best action scenes in any comic book movie. The problem was that the story was weak. It was just too many flaws in the movie. I thought it was right in between. It was an average movie. That's what I thought. But I think Suicide Squad is going to be above average. I think Suicide Squad looks good, and I'm actually excited for Suicide Squad. So, that's one I am looking forward to. So that's definitely one.
I'm looking forward to it. Honestly, that's one I don't know as much about the Suicide Squad. I don't know why I said Suicide Squad, but so yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to it. I don't know if I'm going to go see the movie or not. I suppose if he does, then I'll be there to back him up.
So yeah,
but then when there's one more though, one very important one.
Which one?
Rogue One.
That's this summer.
Well, no, it's not summer. I was just going with movies that we're really looking forward to.
I mean, yeah, but
December.
That's definitely December. I mean, we still got plenty of time to even. I don't even want to look that far ahead because then the summer's gonna go by like that,
Yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah, so
we don't want that.
So yeah, but that's definitely one of the future I'll be looking forward to. But
we'll go into that, later.
All right, so that is pretty much it right now for the first half of the podcast. We had something new that we're trying. That we want to do something fun, so we're going to play like a little game. Each week we're going to do something creative. We're going to have a question posted up, and we're going to have like a little spin wheel that's going to spin around and stop. And that's a character it's going to select, and we have to defend that character per se. Okay, so you get to spin first, George. I'll spin for you. So what we're going to do right here, I'll put it up there for you guys so you can see. Hopefully it works. There you go. So we have a bunch of characters, as you can see around here, 12 characters that we selected. So there's some good ones on there. Yeah, so I'm going to, are you ready right now to spin the wheel?
Ready.
So what we're going to do before I spin the wheel, so let me take that off real quick. I just want to show you guys that for a second. I'm going to read to you guys what we're doing, all right? So here it is, George, right? The Earth is about to be destroyed. Earth must decide between two heroes. Why should you be chosen? How will you succeed? So that's the question I have for you guys. And what we're going to do, George, this is your character right here. So I need you to defend. All right, so if you're ready.
Go for it.
Okay, so before you answer. Solid Snake. Oh, man, you have the character that I like.
That's...
Oh, man. Okay, so, all right, so you're going to defend Solid Snake versus who?
Wow, I really thought...
Kratos! Okay, so...
It's over. It's over already.
Now, you go first, George. Why should you be the hero that saves the day? How are you going to do it? Go ahead. Why should Kratos be chosen, or why should Solid Snake be chosen over Kratos? Go.
To save the world? Because, well, for one thing, he's like one of the smartest video game characters I've ever heard of. I was going to say I've ever met, but...
Are you met him? Like, how was that when you met him?
It was solid, man. So, but yeah, Solid Snake, because he's incredibly smart. I love that he doesn't just... Honestly, I hate that he doesn't just jump into situations, but I mean, I understand. If knowledge is power, knowing is half the battle, all that good stuff, from when video games first came out. So I like the idea of him, like, I feel like he would literally just sit through the entire apocalypse and the first half of, like, the later resistance in a box. He'll just be like this the entire time, reading up on everything, just reading up. Then he's finally ready to come out, and he's got to go up against Kratos. All right.
He has to. Why should he be chosen over Kratos?
Why should he be chosen over Kratos?
Yeah.
Because. God, man. I would choose Kratos, though.
What? You're supposed to be a defender.
I am.
Well,
I am.
let me tell you. Let me cut you short, okay? You could jump back in after you get some more ideas to why Solid Snake should win. But let me tell you something real quick. First of all, we know you don't like Snake. And when I say Snake, I'm not even referring to Solid Snake. I'm talking about the motherfucking snakes on the plane. All right? That's the first thing, all right, Mr. Or Samuel L. Jackson. Okay, but... Look, the reason why Kratos should be selected, he's a god. He's a god of war. So if you need someone to battle, if you need the right person to win a battle, to win a war, to save the world, who else are you going to call? Not the Ghostbusters, but the god of war, Mr. Kratos himself.
But Solid Snake is got to be like an incredible tactician. He'd be the one guy who, besides Batman, would be like, all right, I see that during this minute of every sixth day of the week, he shuts down. And if I could just like get a knife or something into that little corner in his ear, I got him.
Look, Solid Snake is a clone. He's not even the real thing. That's all I gotta say right there. Solid Snake is just a clone. And let me tell you something about a clone, alright?
I'm gonna tell you something about clones. Who doesn't like fake breasts?
Alright, see, you just
Those are just clones of regular breasts.
Alright, no. Alright, anyway, back to the subject, alright? He doesn't even know what he's talking about with Solid Snake. Because look, Solid Snake, he's a good character. Like, we know that he defeated different... bosses and stuff like that. He's great with thinking, like you said, and defeating bosses. But how is he going to save the world? How is he going to save a whole world? Kratos
somebody
is
create the game, and we'll see.
Kratos is a god, okay? He's defeated, like, other gods.
Good for him.
Zeus wasn't too almighty against... he wasn't too almighty against Kratos.
And Hermes wasn't very fast.
You know what I mean? Like... You're talking about a god versus the man. You know what I mean? sorry, but Snake is awesome. Snake
Batman
is a great character.
Beat Superman. That is the end all be all of that argument. Batman beat Superman.
It was a tie because they're both because
oh, it was a tie now. It was a tie now. I seem to recall somebody. Why was Batman your favorite character again?
Ask Martha. But like, what I want to know is this: look, you're defending Solid Snake for what? For what purpose? Why do you think Solid Snake should be chosen? How? Like, how? What makes you think?
You just said it for me because. All right, sure, you got a god, and then you got a man. There's a reason that he's in the race. There's a reason that Solid Snake is in that race. And like I said, I love the idea of using the mind. So like, who once said the mind is the best weapon? I really love that. I really do.
Plus, I'll put it this way. Look, Kratos, awesome character. Games are kind of violent, but it's epic. You feel like you are part of the game with Kratos. And let me tell you something else. Kratos, I don't know if you play God of War 2. Kratos had mad biatches in his jacuzzi naked. Naked. Kratos has females naked. What do you got, Solid Snake?
I remember my box reading porn.
You got Octagon. All right, you got your friend. That's it.
Bros before hoes, bro.
You got no one. That's all I gotta say. So that's pretty much it. So let me know in the comments down below, who do you think won this debate? I think clearly it's Kratos. If you think Kratos won, put Kratos down there in the comments down below. If you think that, who do you have again?
Solid Snake.
He didn't even know. He didn't know who he had. He lost. He clearly lost. But anyway, if you think Solid Snake won, please put that in the comments down below. And that's pretty much it. So that is how our podcast is pretty much going to work from now on.
Surprised. I think you're going to be surprised.
Yeah, now he's getting ideas, right? Anyway, so I think our podcast went pretty well this week. You know, this might be our format, and I think this is kind of fun. You know, I would love to put different questions up there and choose different characters and let us defend these people that we didn't even think we were going to defend. So that's pretty much it. So if you guys like this podcast, also let us know in the comments down below. If you have any suggestions on which characters or questions, maybe you guys should be the ones that ask us the questions, a scenario, and we select characters, and we randomly select a character. You guys make up the questions. That'll be lots of fun, and we have to go ahead and, answer them.
You know what's going to happen? Next week it's going to land on at least one of the same two.
No, we're not gonna. We're gonna take out the characters. We won't repeat characters, like characters that were chosen. That's all.
Right.
So, and we can do everything.
I still think it will at first.
All right, we'll do different things. We could randomly put actors or something like that, or like random actors, and like just throw it in the mix. Like just throw different things in the mix. But that's pretty much it. So this is Hector from Not2Nerdy.
This is George, aka GB3.
And see you guys later. Peace.